Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with a Therapist. I originally was planning to do this on 9:15, but then a client thing came up this morning, which normally won't, but such is the life as a therapist. And so today I'm really excited because we are going to be talking about ones in relationships. So one is often, they're called the reformer or the perfectionist. And that's because often their line of thinking is around judgment or criticism of themselves, the world, or others. And it sounds like it's a bad thing, but the good parts of one are that they really can stand for fairness, they keep things on schedule, they fight for equality, and so there's really good things about them because they really try to structure things in a way that makes things equal, fair, and sometimes that can come with the side of judgment for themselves and for others because they do want things to run perfectly. Now, in a relationship, ones have to be very careful because this can show itself in different ways. Sometimes ones who struggle with perfectionism can be really hard on themselves. And so it's really important for them that they have a partner that is not critical of them. Because if they have a partner that is critical of them as well, that kind of only adds to their own sources of shame and can trigger them often. So if they have a partner that points out their flaws a lot or doesn't show them the ways that they're doing well or that messiness is okay or that imperfections are okay and even a beautiful part of life, they can really struggle with that because those will be trigger points within themselves because of their own narrative. Now, sometimes for ones, because they're so hard and nitpicky with themselves, it's almost like the lens that they see the world and other relationships with. So they can also be very nitpicky and kind of see the different flaws in their partner. And sometimes they will actually tell that to their partner and try to kind of, when they're not in a healthy space, try to criticize, or really what they're trying to do is, help their partner see the light, right? Help their partner have a better quality life, but in that it comes across as criticism and nagging. So having a more agreeable partner is probably going to be better for them. Having somebody who is good at seeing the positive, who can kind of balance out their fairness ideals and their way of seeing what's wrong in a picture. Again, this can be a beautiful thing coming together because you can really find a good balance of, optimism and big picture and coming in with that detail orientedness and the ability to make sure that things are running the way that they are supposed to. So these are the good things about that. For ones, they're also very particular about the ways that they express their anger or when they're upset with their partners. So instead of having more explosive anger with their partners, when they're angry, it's going to come across more as annoyance or even condescending sarcasm. So instead of directly kind of expressing their anger, often they will do things like become annoyed or frustrated, or they'll express their anger in a less explosive or direct way by saying something like, wow, you really took out the trash this week, or something else along those lines. So understanding too that if you are one in relationships, it's going to be important that you learn how to express your anger in ways that are direct, because if you don't, your partner could unassumingly just think that you're annoyed or trying to make a joke. But it's really the one's way that they feel safe to express emotions. Again, ones being perfectionist, they don't show all of the range of their emotions all the time. And so when they do finally express their emotions, it often comes out in ways that are less emotional. And so if you are the partner of a one, it's really important that you understand that and are able to have more direct conversations with them, or if they are being critical of themselves or their world, kind of pull them to the side and have some of those deeper conversations, because it's likely kind of the iceberg of something bigger going on beneath the surface. But overall, ones, again, they can bring a lot of good to a relationship. Again, they're kind of the people bringing equality into the world. They make sure that things are on schedule. They keep people in line who might struggle to have that structure and schedule. I'm a 7, so I definitely honor the ones keeping me in line and helping me keep centered. Although the perfectionism, I realize, can be crippling for number ones. And so I want to have a lot of empathy for that even for them, they're not trying to be so hard on themselves and others. It just comes across that way because they are so tied to the ideals of perfection and trying to reform, so to speak. So my ones out there, I hope for you that you are able to see that it is okay for life to be messy. I hope for you that you will realize some of the gifts of imperfection and find your balance in that, and that you find partners who are going to love on you and give you the support and encouragement you need to realize that you are totally okay and this imperfect world is totally okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. What day is it? And I will check in with you guys tomorrow to talk about type number 2, the giver.